If you ask people
Oh,
what
yep.
they wanted, they would have said a faster horse,
Faster horse. Yep.
right? But not a car. They don't, and it's not that you don't get good feedback, but people only know what they want relative to what they know. That
Relative
doesn't,
to experience. Yep.
if you want to innovate, you can't do a survey.
You can't trademark gamification, for example. Everybody can do it. So, it's like, it's not a monopoly if you just intuitively add it into the characteristic attributes of your platform. And then eventually it's like Facebook either have like
it's not illegal to improve an invention.
Right.
So whoever invented the cell phone, it's okay. Well, who can make the best one now?
Right.
So
and it's
you don't have to be first. You just have to be the best, which is why when I started the fitness and I started Swolenormous in 2016, people think the fitness industry is saturated now. Holy shit. It looked the same way then. In the landscape of fitness and the internet, it looked as saturated then as it does now.
Right.
You'd think, oh, there's a lot of fitness people that do this already. There are people that have online programming and online this. And that's why it's so important for people to be themselves with whatever content you do. You have to be yourself, because if you try to be like anyone else, if you try to do, and this is an interesting concept about doing surveys and business surveys, right? Check this out. If you ask people, and this is a card that I have on the wall, and we've talked about this before, dude, you're going to love this. You're going to love this topic for right now. If you asked, this is Henry Ford. If you asked people what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse.
Faster horse. Yep.
Right. But not a car. They don't, and it's not that you don't get good feedback, but people only know what they want relative to what they know. That
relative
doesn't,
to experience.
if you want to innovate, you can't do a survey.
Yep.
Right. So I mean,
thank you. Thank you.
So here's
Explain
the thing.
that. Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah. You right. So I do like asking. So when and the Swole fans watching this and listening to this right now,
right?
But they also know what I'm doing, and they trust me. And how do I know that they trust me? They're paying to be a part of this.
Right.
Right. That's trust.
Right.
So they trust the direction of not what I've created, but obviously this is not a static thing. I'm always building new stuff. And we're not going to talk about it here, but the things that the massive sections and divisions and stuff of where, what the other next sections I've talked about in terms of building out Inside X. So what I usually do is, okay, which section of the yoga studio, which class is your favorite? Which one do you want next of the yoga studio?
Yeah.
Right. Which one, like of these three, which one do you want me to work on next? Do you want another brain gains? Do you want another virtual trainer? Because I already know they love it, because I know they love it. They signed up and they're sticking with it. They love the content.
Right.
So it's kind of like, what do you want of these? I know what I'm creating. I know where it's going. I know what I'm going to create next that I know they're going to love.
Yep.
I know they're going to love it. Why? Because I've always done stuff that I've thought was going to be awesome. And that's why it's innovative, and that's why it's unique, and that's why I have no competition. And that's really how I look at it. I have competition, but not in the context that most people think of competition.
Right.
Because you don't have to be the best in meditate. Like, there's no best.
Yep.
There's no such thing as winning in fitness.
Yep.
I'm not going to win the fitness brand. Like, no, I can't. It's impossible. There's no winning. Right. So the win is me doing it exactly my way. I have no competition because there's only one me.
Yep.
Can you go online and do other yoga? Sure. Go take an online, there's other online yoga memberships. There's other online programs. Everyone knows this.
Yep.
There's a lot of shit out there. So they're here because this is the Swole fam. This is Papa Swolio. This is Swolenormous. This is the PROCAST. Like, this is this. Because of this, my sense of humor, what I think is funny, it's just, and then, in other words, like attracts like. People that like the way that I approach my shit, they're good. That's all, and that's all I need. That's all we need.
Yep.
People that like your music are going to like your fucking music. You're making it for the people. You're making your music for you, and the people that like your music are going to find your music and want to listen to more of your music. It's the same way. And
Yep.
this, a lot of those cross over because the Swole fam loves your shit.
Yep.
So it's, if you make the music that you love to make, that's why it's so much more powerful when someone loves your music, because it's what you fucking love.
Yeah.
And guess what? If you follow that, obviously they're going to be on that same track, because there's that vibe, there's that connection with that trust, and that it's just that unique. You know, a lot of people work on that same wavelength. They just have to find each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like sense of humor or something like that. And, you know, some people you don't click with. It's like, well, that's, you know, some
Right.
people you'd watch a certain movie with, or you go to like, oh, let's go to this comedian, or you wouldn't go,
Right.
you wouldn't take this person, even though you like that person, you wouldn't take them. Just, it's just, you don't connect, but you got to do shit your way. But then there's no competition. That's why you need other people in the game. There's a lot of white noise. You think it's saturated. It's just noise. You think social
Yeah.
media is done. It's not done. You could still blow up right now.
Yeah.
You
I
just
think
have to be different in you.